Jama, bro, what you laugh? Why you laugh? About what?
I don't like camera.
You like camera? No, but it's okay. So this is going to be, guys. I don't know if you know. Well, if you watched the previous video, I just spoke to my brother Goretti. We made an interview, but it was in Spanish. But on this one, we're gonna be just speaking English. So in that way, you can listen to our accent, take advantage of that. If you like our accent, you can copy us. But tell me, bro, what you have?
Not much.
Not much.
Another day.
So let's see how we can begin this interview. So this is a really good question. Like let's pretend we're having an interview for a call center. So let's imagine you are applying, that you are in your house and you haven't worked in a call center at any time. So this is your first time and you are going to apply in a call center. So how you answer this question? Let's say you just arrive to a specific call center, whatever. We won't say any name. Okay, you arrive. So I'm the interviewer. You are the interview. So let's say, hi Goretti, how you doing?
I'm very good. How about you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. So this is going to be an interview for me to know your English, or for me to know your experience, and for me to know if you can be hired in my company.
Yeah, I get it.
So I would like to know about yourself. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a young man that is independent at the moment. I like to play video games. I think I enjoy doing sports. I don't know if you like go and run in the park in the morning. I can be considered a sport, but I like it.
Nice.
I like to cook most of the time, sometimes, and so on. But I would like to apply for this company because I think that my ability can be of use.
Nice. Okay. So you don't have any experience in a call center?
Yes, I worked for 2-3 years in a different enterprise.
But was in the call center industry?
Yeah, o sea, fingiendo, asumiendo.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice. So, on your own words, what is customer service for you?
Customer service is give everything in the mouth with the spoon. No, customer, don't do that in the name.
Yeah, don't do it. If you thought you are fired immediately.
When you are in a customer service position, you need to. It's hard because you need to take your person out and just left like you become a tool. I mean, you are no longer a person when you are in a customer service. It's hard to hear, but it is what it is. When you provide a service to someone, you are no longer a person. You are a tool. Then you need to focus in the way you. How can I say this? The way do you speak to the client, right? And then the way they speak back to you, you need to understand what they try to say and what they want, because most of the time, those times are not the same.
Gotcha.
Then you need to be really focused in what they say and what do you understand they want, especially if you work in a line of like repairing things in a tech support, things like that. Because in a bank, it's not that complicated. They have a pretty good idea of what they want. It's really easy. They just tell you what they're gonna do because there's not much to do.
Yeah.
But when you need to solve a problem, which you don't know nothing about, you need to pay really much attention about what is going to happen in that call. I think.
I completely agree with you when you say that you are not like yourself when you are taking calls, because actually you have a script that you have to follow.
You become a tool.
Exactly,
you are no longer human.
You are like a robot. Hey, you have to say this, say this. If the customer say this to you, you have to answer with this.
Exactly.
So we don't want you to be yourself. You have to follow these rules
These rules
for
exactly.
you to keep in the company, and we're gonna pay you. So
Exactly.
if you wanna get the money, just
Yeah.
follow this and do this. That's exactly like that, guys. So keep that in mind. That was a really good answer.
Of
about
course.
customer service.
I ain't gonna lie to them.
No, exactly.
I ain't gonna lie. They need to know what they are looking for.
Exactly, and that's the truth. And this is also another question that I never miss on the interviews. That is, how do you see yourself in 5 years?
Ooh, that one is hard because when you speak to a person about how they see themselves in the future, there's a lot to take in consideration because the person you talking to now is not the same person that is in those next 5 years.
Exactly.
So the person that you're speaking now may not even imagine what will happen there.
This is
Then
fact.
it's really hard, but at least I think that I will be stable economically, at least maybe with a plan to begin a construction, which is hard in this economy, and
Yeah.
it's getting harder each day. But with some luck and effort, I may be able to get it. Maybe after I have a home that I can say is mine, maybe I will try to look for a vehicle, because at this point the vehicles are more a luxury than a need, because usually you can get really easy from point A to B, always if you have a specific hour, because obviously you won't have an Uber easy to find after 11 p.m. but you can get it.
Yeah.
But if have a own house, for me, my own house is more important to have a car right now. It's
Yeah.
my point of view, because of course you can use the car to work, but anyway, most of that money that you get when you work with it is to pay it. So it's easier to just get the money in the house that's secure, that's all. You don't need to do anything else. Then you can use all the money for something else, I don't know. But that's my point of view. Maybe a child, I don't know. I don't want it, but
Right now.
I don't want it right now, but my wife wants, so maybe I will have to answer that. I cannot.
Yeah. Because you have to answer the request. Because
It is the deal. You are with a woman. You are supposed to form a family. You
Yeah.
cannot escape it. It's not that easy. So maybe one day
and
I'll
then
have to.
if you don't want, you will have a problem because she wants and
She
you
wants it,
want.
and she will look for it
Yeah,
wherever. Yeah.
She will look for all the possible ways to get it.
There's no way to stop a woman when they want something.
Yeah.
That's really hard, but that's my idea of me in 5 years, at least beginning to start my plans, my real plans, because I'm really young. I'm just 23 years old, and I'm literally just a year ago began to live myself alone with my wife. So it's not like I have too much to do yet, because I'm beginning. I'm still
Exactly.
organizing myself, who I am and who I want to be, and of course who I want to be with her, because
You are with her.
when you are with someone, you need to accumulate everything together with the person you are, because you are a team,
Exactly.
and you will be together for who knows how much. Maybe I will die and she will still with me, and
Exactly.
so I need to plan along with her. So it's complicated, but at least that's my idea of
That's
who.
it's a job actually.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if you believe in the Bible, but in the Bible says that you become one person when you get together with
It is supposed to be like that.
your couple. So you become one person. And yeah, it makes sense.
It makes sense. You both sleep in the same bed,
Exactly,
eat the same food.
eat the same day, do
You
the
know.
same thing.
Exactly.
So you must work on that as you are working on your job.
In the same direction.
Exactly. You will have bad times, good times, but that's life.
That's normal.
Exactly. Life is not like a straight line.
No,
Exactly.
it's like a snake. It's like
It's like a
wobbly.
snake.
You know?
Yeah. You have up and downs, but really nice. And how do you see yourself in 5 years within the company? Do you see yourself growing, applying to different positions?
It's really possible, but it's hard to say because as I am right now in this department, like the back office,
Nice.
I will.
Yeah, but forget about like now.
It's
Go back to the interview, like you're applying. Yeah, I know. The thing is, we just get into the more and get so deep in the conversation that we just forget about.
yeah,
the
we
interview.
forget about the
Yeah.
schedule.
But it was good, man. That's the goal at the end. But yeah, like imagine that you are new and you are applying a call center, and the interviewer asks you, "How do you see yourself in 5 years in the company?"
well,
And you know, not some, most of the employees of the applicants, they lie on that question because
Of
they say,
course.
you know, that I will be the manager and I will do
Of-
whatever is on my hand to be the best.
most of those persons, if I'm not mistaken, they are desperate for the job.
Exactly, yeah.
Because
And they will lie.
they left one before, or they just need to earn more money.
Exactly.
And that's it.
They are broke and they're saying they just need money.
And that's life. We just need to do what we need to do.
Exactly, yeah.
That's how it is. But
You have to survive.
but in 5 years, I see myself at least being better than I am today.
Exactly, just improving.
I will maybe get a new position in the same department. I don't know, but I will try my best.
Nice.
That's it.
And what are your strengths? What are your positive qualities that you have?
Well, I think I'm very communicative. I like to exchange ideas. I think that when you exchange the ideas and explain them and contemplate them slowly, you can get a new point of view of the situation. And it's easier to get somewhere when you know the directions that you are given. So the communication is really important to me. So I think that I'm really communicative.
Yeah.
I think that besides of that, I think I can improve relatively easily. So I think I can get better the more I do a task. So maybe I will be a disaster at the beginning, but while I do it more, I think I improve more and
Exactly.
more and more, and that's it.
The more you do it, the more you get it.
Exactly.
It's like you learn in the practice also, like me, I'm like
Yeah.
that. I know I can get the theory, I can get it, like, but when you really become a master of something, is practicing. If
Exactly.
you don't practice, like, I
You
don't
lose
think-
it. You lose it if you don't
Exactly,
practice.
like. And there are people that are good at the theory, like they handle all the topics, they know how to say, like, they handle all the topics, but when it comes to the practice,
They lose
it's
it.
not the same.
Exactly.
It's not the same.
It's not the same apply the knowledge than just know something.
Exactly. That's a fact.
Because just the act of apply the knowledge implies a lot more, another layer of knowledge.
Exactly.
It's
That's a
complicated,
fact.
but it's good to practice. Whenever you learn something, try to apply it.
Exactly, yeah.
No matter if you have like a mistake. I mean, for example, in this topic of the language, the English, if you see a new word, I don't know, look for it, translate it, write a few sentences with
Exactly. Practice pronounce the
it.
word.
Exactly. Try to familiarize yourself with the word, because if you don't practice, I mean, if you don't use the word, you will not remember how to use it in the next
Exactly.
conversation that you have. It's like that.
It's like that, yeah. And the more you practice, the better. And for example, in our case, we have to practice because we're not taking calls. Well, right now we're practicing. That's good. But
Yeah.
if you like, let's say, imagine if you don't practice, damn, this fucking noise. Imagine if you don't practice, what's gonna happen within 5 years? Like we
You will
will,
forget.
yeah, we'll forget a lot
You
of
will
words.
forget a lot of terms,
terms,
vocabulary,
flow, fluency.
exactly, all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. You lose it when you don't. For example, at least me, I used to see a lot of videos in English. Most of the YouTube videos that I see are in English.
Me too, I do that.
Usually because the content that I consume is not. I usually do not consume content from this country itself.
I know.
I mean, I see a few videos of people that come here to the country to explore it, because
Yeah,
it's sometimes embarrassing that people, I mean, foreigners know more of the country than we do. It's sometimes it's really really embarrassing, but at least I try my best to know my country, even if right now I cannot travel there.
Exactly.
I see
it's good to know.
Documentaries about animals, science, etc., etc. Video games, and so mostly the content that I consume is not even from this country. So I usually always in the area of the English, and I think that I don't lose it because of that, because I'm always listening, and because of that I can maintain a certain level. But if I don't speak, I used to. Even now, I think I forgot a few words.
Yeah, the thing is, also, it happens to me. Like I consume a lot of content in English, but the thing is, we're just consuming. We're not applying them. We're not putting to practice. We're not talking, and I think that's the issue. But our listening is always good. My listening is always on top,
and that's nice. But we will never lose the basics. I mean, we will be able to communicate, but the speak will lose the ability to get right the ideas and all that.
So yeah, that's a pro of that. Hey, you mentioned the video games. How good and how much it has impact your learning period with the English language? Because I know, for example, my brother-in-law, he plays a lot of video games, and I see that his English is good because of that. Like he speaks to foreigners like in English, hey, but in a fast way. I say,
because they're playing fast-paced games.
That's a way for practicing. I say, he's taking advantage of that also.
Usually, I mean.
Tell me about in your case. Tell me about you.
In my case, it was different because I was never a multiplayer gamer. Like I never played like with a lot of people. It's really strange that you see me playing a game like that.
Gotcha.
I usually go with a history game, like a movie but interactive. Okay. That's the deal. Then the detail is that I began to play video games really early, like 6 years old. So I was already playing Need for Speed Underground, and that game was in English. The GTA Vice City, pardon. It is already in English only. Then I had to listen, and that time I did not know how to turn on the subtitles, so I just had to learn what they were saying. Then I grew up, and and every game that I got usually was in English because I downloaded from a website on the internet, and usually those games from the other parts in the world, and usually the English is the standard.
Exactly.
And usually I just had to play it in English, and that helped me a lot with my listening and learning new words and new meanings, new terms, vocabulary, grammar, when the subtitles were in English. So I could learn a lot from that because.
So at the end, like, it's point positive. It's positive.
Of course, and especially if it's multiplayer, because you can speak to real people in the other corner of the world, and you will be practicing your language with them. It's really useful and it works.
Yeah, because as I told you before, I see my brother-in-law playing, and he's speaking English like fast with them, and he say he's practicing. And he has a dope English. Also, well, this is the last question. What are your weaknesses?
Weaknesses?
Yeah, your weakness, like your, how can I say this? Soft points, like.
Weakness.
Yeah, weaknesses. I don't know if when I say in plural, you have to say weaknesses or just weakness.
Your weaknesses. You can say weaknesses.
Yeah, I know.
But I confused it with witness.
What's your main weakness?
Witness, testigo.
Oh, I didn't know the word. Testigo.
Weakness and weakness.
Oh gosh, it's almost the same.
Exactly, it's almost the same. That's a detail in English because you can use two words that sound almost identical and write differently and mean differently. That's
why
thing.
English is an interpretive language.
Exactly.
Because if you translate that, you will get confused.
Exactly.
You will see that.
That's also a problem that a lot of people have. Even my wife have that problem because she knows a lot of English, speak it, But writing and listening, she have a problem because she tries to translate.
Yeah.
She
that's
tries
an
to
issue.
hear it in Spanish and then speak it in English, but you have to hear it in English and speak it in English.
Yeah, you have to think in English. Actually.
Exactly.
But I think that's you get it through the time, because it depends on the level that you have. If you are a beginner, I mean that's a common problem.
That's
But
right.
later on, you are on the practicing and on the way you will get it. I mean, even myself sometimes I translate. You know?
Because it's normal,
Yeah,
it's not your
normal.
language.
Exactly.
You have to work on
I'm
it.
not native.
You
I'm
have
not
to
from-
think of it to
Exactly.
respond properly. It's normal. I mean,
But the right way is to think in English and speak English.
exactly. But that's only with practice too. It's
Exactly.
it's connected.
It's
All
connected.
everything is together. You see,
Exactly.
because you need to practice everything so you change the way you think. Because most of the time I'm in my home, for example, doing a diner, right? I'm chopping the vegetables and frying some shit, for example.
Gotcha.
And I'm thinking, damn, let me do that. I'm thinking in English.
Yeah,
But I'm responding to my wife in Spanish. Sometimes I'm inverted, so
It
it's normal
happens
that
to me,
happens. Either you heard it in English and then you speak in Spanish, or you speak it in English and you talked of it in Spanish. It's normal because
It's
you are
normal.
switching.
Exactly.
It's different, but
And we're not like English native speaker. We're
Yeah.
from a third country. We live in the isle. We learn the language, so we must be proud of ourselves.
exactly.
Correct.
But anyway, my weakness,
Exactly.
I think that is that I have anger issues. I got angry really fast.
I mean,
But-
you don't show that here in the job.
That took me a lot of
And
work.
also, guys, don't say that on the interview. Do you imagine saying that I read angry really really fast?
I mean, it's not because I am not an ogre. I am not always angry. I say that I get really angry in a situation, for example. But that took me a lot of work since I was younger to work on that, because I usually was really impulsive. But lately, it's really hard to get angry. Even though I have problems to control myself, it's really hard for me to get angry at the point that I do not control myself. Because
Nice.
when you know a weakness of yourself, you are already stronger.
And you work on that
because
to-
you
to
know
get
how
better
to
at
work
that.
on it and
Exactly.
how to avoid it, how to ignore it.
Okay, nice. It's like
Exactly.
on the really bottom of your
Of my person,
exactly.
yeah. Because if I
Nice.
was like my younger self, that every time that someone told me something stupid, I will go nuts and choke them. And I will not be here.
Exactly.
Then
Yeah.
To be in society is to learn how to share the same space with someone that you don't necessarily need to like.
Exactly. Like,
And sometimes people will do things that you hate, and you cannot just go there and kick them in the face or whatever.
Yeah,
You need to be more thoughtful. Use your mind, not your fist. Yeah, you know what I mean?
exactly. I know
Then-
perfectly. Also, that is something. Be prepared for that, because that's normal on your job environment. So we
Exactly.
work with a lot of people, different behavior, different mindset. So you have to
Adapt.
adapt yourself to this environment. And as you said before, you don't have to be agree 100% with me and with the others. I mean, as long as we are above 50%, like thinking the same, we're gonna be like good each other.
In a neutral point.
Exactly.
In
For
a
example,
neutral point.
that's what I think for to people to treat good each other. You have to be like agree 50% on your thoughts, on your behaviors, because
Yeah, man.
I mean-
because let's be honest, everyone is different to
exactly
everyone.
like that.
You could agree in some things, but we'll agree on the same, even on the same topic. We'll never agree the 100% on the
You
same.
know what I said. I don't know how this phrase comes to me. I said we are the same as a humans, but as a being we are different.
Of course.
Yeah, like we are in the sense of humans, we are the same, but as a being we are different.
I have fingers, you have fingers. I have lungs and
Yeah.
you too, but
'Cause we are
I'm
the
pretty
same
sure
as
that we are very different in behavior,
in
what we
behavior,
eat,
on
what
our
we
mind,
do,
what we think.
what we see. I'm pretty sure that we
Yeah.
see things that have nothing to do with each other.
Exactly, and also on our thoughts are different.
Exactly.
But as a human, we're the same,
But we also agree in some things, and
Yeah.
that's okay.
and that's okay.
There are things that I say
That
yes, that you
you
say
say
no,
no,
and
yeah.
vice versa.
And
That's normal.
And that's normal. and
That's
we're-
what being human in
must-
society is.
Exactly, we must accept it.
Exactly. And
And
live
that's
with
it,
it.
bro. I think it was a good conversation, bro.
Thanks
you.
to you to give me the opportunity to share the knowledge, because if
Yeah.
you have knowledge and you do not share it, you don't have nothing.
Exactly, you don't have nothing, and nothing will. Nobody will know that you have knowledge.
Exactly.
don't
And
share
no
it-
one else will acquire it.
Exactly.
And not always how can I say it? I mean, not always congregate all the knowledge in one space is good, because, for example, let's say that I know something. I know how to fix things. And I always go and fix things really good. But I show you how to fix things. And you learn a new way to fix things that I never imagined. It's important to share, because not always the same solution works in all situations.
That's a fact. And when you
So-
share something, the thing that you share to anybody, you get better at the thing.
Too, because you exercise it.
Exactly.
While you teach, you also learn.
Exactly.
It's,
Yeah.
it's curious that people that teach learn more while they're teaching.
Exactly,
Because review your knowledge can give you another perspective. It's like going through the same street every day. You will notice something different, even on the same street.
Yeah.
So it's important to always have it on your mind, practice it, and always that you can share it, because knowledge is for everyone. And
Yeah, that's a
it's
fact.
the only thing that you stay with. Money, people, all of that disappear with time.
Disappear.
But
Even us as a human, also, we will
yeah,
disappear.
we will disappear to be forgotten forever.
Exactly.
There are people that were born that died and no one knows about them, and they have a life just like you and I,
Exactly.
and they disappear. That's it. So
Well, most of the people, because at
Most.
the end, just a few, I don't know, maybe 1%
Less.
of the people like are gonna be recognized maybe forever. 'Cause
Less, brother.
Less, yeah,
Less.
maybe less, yeah, less, a lot of less.
much
'cause,
less, brother.
I mean, actually, if you have to mention some names, like for example, to my mind comes like Jesus Christ, who else?
Isaac Newton.
Exactly, like
Let me see.
those type of
Those
people.
that changed the world
That
in a
changed
that
exactly.
it was an after and a before
Exactly,
they
yeah.
were born. I mean, that kind of people will be remembered forever. That's different.
Yeah, for sure, that's different. Hey guys, boss, it was a really amazing conversation. Thank you. Hey, you all hired. So the training starts next week on Monday from
Nice.
8 to 5.
Good.
Nice.